Daddy, it smells weird. I don't want to eat it. My son's voice broke through the fake cheer like a crack in porcelain. Small, sharp. The room paused. Candles flickered. Silver clinked against ceramic. My mother snapped, polite but firm. "Don't be picky, sweetheart." I said nothing, just looked down at the steak. It was identical to mine, perfectly seared, slightly pink. Then her nephew reached over. "If you're not eating it, I'll take it." And that's when she screamed, "No, don't eat that!" Forks dropped, heads turned. My wife, rigid, wide-eyed, hand half raised like she meant to slap the words back into her mouth. The silence after felt surgical. Her voice wasn't maternal. It was fear. Not fear for the children, fear of the food. And in that moment, I didn't feel confusion. I felt clarity. The kind you don't ask questions about, you just watch. Because someone had made a mistake, and I was going to find out exactly what it was. It wasn't the steak, it was the panic. She covered it up quickly, laughed. "It's just a little undercooked," she said, waving it off like steam from boiling water. But her hands shook when she poured the wine, and she didn't eat her own dinner. Everyone moved on. I didn't. The boy was fine, my son was fine, but the question stuck like a bone in my throat. Why was she afraid of him eating his steak? That night I lay beside her in bed, her breath steady, rhythmic, practiced. She didn't reach for me. She hadn't for months. My mind scrolled through the subtle changes. Her new perfume, the sudden interest in morning runs, despite hating cardio for years. The text message I glimpsed last week. "Tell him you love him. He'll believe it." I didn't ask. I listened, watched, bided. Some betrayals shout, others whisper, until they scream. 2 days later, I booked a DNA test kit. Just a swab. A few seconds in the bathroom with my son, laughing like it was a game. He never knew. I mailed it myself. The next week, I checked her phone. Not snooping, studying. She had started deleting her messages. But she forgot to log out of her cloud account. Every photo she erased still lived in the archive. One stood out, a selfie, taken months ago. Her, in our kitchen, wearing his hoodie, not mine. The man beside her wasn't visible, just an arm, a watch I didn't recognize. Gold face, black strap. The same one her brother-in-law wore at Thanksgiving. Funny thing about patterns, once you see them, they multiply. He always helped with the grill, always joked about how she made the best marinade, always stayed late to help clean up. I started timing their interactions, watched her laugh harder at his jokes than mine, saw the flicker of guilt behind her smile when he complimented her dress. I stayed quiet, patient. The test results arrived in an envelope with my name printed neatly across the front. My hands didn't shake when I opened it. But my heart? No, not even then. It just slowed. Paternity, 0.00% match. Not mine. The boy I'd raised, taught to walk, held during fevers, read bedtime stories to every single night. Not mine. I waited until the next family dinner. Her sister was there, her brother-in-law too. My son sat next to me, happily oblivious. I stood, picked up my glass, clinked it gently. "I want to toast something," I said. The room went still. "I just found out something important," I added. She looked at me. Her eyes narrowed. "What are you—" I handed her the envelope. She opened it, read, froze. Her hand dropped. No tears, just stillness. Then panic, like she had when the steak was offered. Her sister looked confused. The brother-in-law went pale. And I just sipped my wine. She whispered, "Please, not here." But I was already gone, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Gone. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse her. I let the facts do the killing. The next morning she followed me to the car, makeup smeared, hair wild. "He doesn't know," she pleaded. "No one has to know." I turned the keys in the ignition. "I know," I said, finally, "and that's enough." She gripped the door. "What are you going to do?" I looked her in the eye, not with hatred, with indifference. "Nothing. You'll do it to yourself." And I left. No suitcase, no grand exit, just the absence of who I was before and the weight of who I'd become. The house feels quieter now, too quiet. My son, no, her son, still runs into the room calling me Dad. And I still answer, for now. He's innocent. But innocence doesn't erase truth. Every time I see him, I remember the taste of that steak. Perfect, juicy, tainted. Not by seasoning, by silence. She texts me sometimes, apologies, regrets, desperate nostalgia. I never reply, because some things don't deserve closure. They deserve distance. She destroyed a family over desire. I reclaimed my soul through restraint. And the last thing I ever said to her, Happy Thanksgiving.